Hi everybody, I'm Bob Fry, and welcome to the latest Diamond P Home Video Library tape, and They Walked Away Extreme, Part 3. Now we've decided to take a little different approach with this tape. What you're about to see is a compilation of some of the most spectacular footage from the Diamond P archives, and it's all been set to music. Now while the approach is a bit different, one thing remains constant. In each incident you're about to see, the driver survived the odds and walks away. Hey, where do you think we got the name of the tape? So sit back, relax, and enjoy. You might want to pump up the volume to watch And They Walked Away Extreme, Part 3. You might want to also check and make sure the neighbors aren't home. Excuse me, sir, your car's on fire. Excuse me, sir, your foot's on fire. Let's see, the trouble begins. Yep, that's where it began, all right.
What happened from your perspective?
It's a black race car and it's a dark racetrack. You can't see.
Biggest problem or biggest issue here, you climbed out of the car, A-okay.
Yeah, we're fine. It's a bad deal. I mean, we ain't got nothing left now to race the rest of the night. So.
It looked kind of interesting, though, when you crawled out of the car. You did stay nice and calm climbing out, but you had a little bit of a flame on the foot.
Yeah, when it broke a drive line apart inside, it knocked the fuel pump off the back of the motor. That's what the problem was.
Here's Davy Jones. I loved him when he was with the Monkees. It's a prototype BMW he's driving. Good thing those prototype BMWs are built well. Davy Jones did walk away. And please, no cards or letters. I know it's not that Davy Jones. Here's a case of everything that could possibly go wrong with the Top Fuel car did for Eddie Hill.
Eddie, you might have been on the ride of your life. This thing was a rocket.
I think I was, 856. Boy, that's what it felt like, too, and it never did let up. In fact, it quivered a little bit, which usually means it's right on the edge. And then this unfortunate deal happened.
You were driving this thing, though. You were still driving it.
Well, I was trying to. It didn't seem like I had a whole lot left to work with. The chutes weren't working, the brakes weren't working, and steering backwards like that, I'm not very good at backing up at 100 mile an hour or whatever I was doing, but it was on one.
This car's a mess. We got the old 499 car. We'll go back and put it together and get it back out here, and hopefully Ed's all right. He looks like he is, and we've got enough parts to fix this deal. So.
What do you think caused it?
Looked like a tire blew out. It was running real good. We had 856, 60 foot, and then it looked like a tire blew out.
Here's what happens at the motocross when one guy, just one guy, gets in the wrong place at the wrong time.
There's evidence of that earlier crash. It didn't seem to slow you down, but it had to hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. It knocked the wind out of me really bad. Getting hit once isn't bad. Twice is bad, but 3 times, that was the charm. I thought when I crashed, when I was laying on the ground, I got hit a couple times, and then I thought that was it. I looked back, and one of the last place riders was just coming straight for me and hit me really hard.
Watch Shelly Anderson. This is what is known in the world of drag racing as a top fuel blowover. She's the car in the near lane. Oh, baby. Gets the front wheels up a bit, and then she's along for the ride.
My back's a little sore, but that's okay. That's racing. Just shows how safe these cars are, and that's why NHRA has all the strict rules, safety rules, is just for this reason. I went out there and it started to smoke and shake, and I just barely got out of it. When I hit the throttle, all the clutch locked up and the tires hooked, and over it went. I mean, I was there for the ride, and that's okay. I mean, you're going to go through them racing. I'm fine. So it really, I mean, now I know what it feels like to really crash, and that's okay.
Easy for her to say. Now, if you're a motorcycle rider, which is worse, falling off in the motocross and having everybody else run over you, or doing this. Here's how not to pass your California emissions test. And speaking of Riverside Raceway, you gotta love coming to Dover. Fortunately, all the other cars will miss him. All except for that car, which just happens to be driven by Jeff Gordon. And you wonder why Gary Clapshaw calls his car Fuelish Pleasure?
Gary, these things are no fun for the real veterans. When you're not all that accustomed to it, it can be really horrifying.
Yeah, you just want to get the car stopped and get out of it. You know, that's what's on your mind, and see if you can get the bottle set off and the laundry out and get things stopped. So, yeah, that's what I tried to do and got out of it, flopped out of there like a big tuna, you know.
But we're talking, that's the important thing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Car's burned a little bit, but we'll be back.
Mike Tweed is extremely thankful that they have rules about how you got to build these cars. In a word, you got to build them tough.
How we doing? How we doing?
We're doing okay, but we're not in that car. That's Dean Scusa. And that is nasty. At the end of this ride, the NHRA Safety Safari would be right there to put out the fire. And even Diamond P's veteran Steve Evans, who's seen a lot of fires, was impressed with this one.
Dean Scusa, that was the most frightening ride of your young career.
Boy, that's a fact. I couldn't see anything, and that smell, you know, I heard a lot of guys talk about it. They said, you know, you really can't explain it until you're in one, and well, I guess I've been in one, so.
Got into the wall, that might have helped you more than hurt you.
Yeah, I was trying. I didn't want to make it like a drastic move because, you know, then, you know, roll the thing or whatever. I just kind of like was trying to feel it out, you know, try to brush up against it and get the thing stopped.
Go join your dad, okay?
Okay, that was a sassy one. Sassy.
I said nasty, he said sassy. Anyway, that was an extreme one. Hey guys, you're making a mess out there. Watch this again. I don't know which driver is in the bigger amount of trouble. Bernstein on the far lane, or Joe Amato, who actually winds up winning the race in the near lane. That's why we pay those camera guys the big bucks.
I happened to look over as I was going toward the center line. I saw Bernstein's wheels in the air. And then I figured, well, he's in trouble, I'm in trouble. But then I tried to punch it again, and it went to the other side. And I just tried to keep it between the center line, because I knew if I went over the guard, either touched the guardrail, went over the center line, I was out of here.
John Force not only walks away, he gets to go out and inspect his own race car. Is everything all there, John? Yep, it's all there.
Same thing happened to Brainerd. I pedaled her, the motor revved up on me, and Coyle said, Forrest, you can't get back after it, but red car made a move, and I knew it in good numbers. Only way we were going to go was for the throat, and you ain't got time to think whether you're going to blow up and catch on fire. Just try to chase that old boy down, and bang, boom, whatever.
You came here for points, and you got a few.
We'll take some points, and that hurt our feelings, but money can buy that, and the car's safe, and
you're all right.
Load up and head for Dallas.
This is the Pico American Dream hydroplane. Hey guys, look at the bright side of things. It didn't catch on fire. I knew another Did You Know was coming up. And she also set the national record in her first year. This is a jet car. I know those two words don't normally go together. You'll see why. Houston, we have a problem. You're on board with Al Hoffman. You don't have a lot of visibility with that body down. There. That's better. Unless, of course, you're Al Hoffman.
You know, fire used to be the biggest enemy of funny car drivers. These days, Al Hoffman wheel stands seem to be.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. The clutch, something happened in the clutch when I staged. I could almost feel it coming out there, and it broke my concentration when I left against Cruz. But the car's been running real good. Jimbo's been doing such a great job out here. I mean, something like this happens.
That's Gordon Minio. His nickname is Flash. Every sanctioning group has safety teams that are right there. In incidents just like this, make sure the drivers can walk away. Watch this again and see if you can figure out what went wrong. It all happened so fast, but there must be somebody that can sort it out.
I was trailing along the outside fence there on the start, and it looked like a couple guys got tangled up in the middle of the racetrack, and they just come skating out to the outside and all got in the fence.
You tore up the front end, but do you think you can get it fixed?
Yeah, it looks like it right now. I got about 30 guys working on it. Yeah, I think we'll get it fixed.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Now, if you want to watch this again, you want to keep your eye on Chad Little. Which one's he? He's the guy on the outside. He's the guy going frontwards. No, he's the guy going backwards. Actually, he's the guy going sideways. That guy right there. All right, let me be more specific. He's the guy in the number 23 car. Whit Bazemore started out as a photographer. All he ever wanted to do was drive fuel funny cars. And now he is.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a funny car racer, and I'm a funny car racer now, but every once in a while you got to have second thoughts, and we'll be back, I'm sure. My head's a little sore right now.
Whit did come back and would later drive the Team Winston funny car. That kind of driving is why he won 5 Winston championships, blew the tires, kept it in the lane, and won the race. Another example of how not to drive in California. But then again, the Department of Transportation probably frowns on this too. Everybody that knew that, raise your hand. Not you, Jeremy. You saw how the guys did it? Watch how the ladies do it. Keep your eye on the car in the far lane. Almost a carbon copy of what we saw Joe Amato do in Texas. And like Joe, Shelley won the race. Looking for the hole shot. Could be trouble. Told you. Now, I'm not sure, but if you look up extreme in the dictionary, you'll probably see this.
Go home, go home.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's extreme. At least Jack got a good view of his race car. And after getting checked over by the NHRA Safety Safari, he walked away. And again, in a tribute to the safety teams at these events, almost before he stops, the safety team is there. You want to know why that tire and wheel comes off? Watch this. That baby weighs about 1 million pounds. All right, maybe not 1 million pounds, but that's one big truck. I wonder how far that thing's going to roll. I don't mean the truck, I mean the tire. Of course, if we keep shooting that tire, we'll never know if the driver walked away. Well, thank you. And thank you.
You got one.
Doug Herbert was the second top fuel driver to go over 300 miles an hour, and one of the first to do this. Doug would walk away and come back and join Snap-on as part of their drag racing team. Now that's one strange-looking race vehicle. It's even stranger looking now. Now watch from another angle, and which vehicle do you think is going to be the one that's in trouble? Wrong answer, but thanks for playing.
Doug, it looked to me like you were just making a straight run. What caused it to let go like that?
I don't know. I was just getting ready to let out when I come out the end, and all at once it just spun sideways and started rolling.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's happened before. It'll happen again. But I ain't quitting.
There's a shot you don't see often. Chip Hanauer, upside down. This shot, by the way, courtesy of the world's tallest cameraman. These boats are so specially designed cockpits to protect the driver so he can walk away, to coin a phrase. Remember Flash? He's back. There's that safety safari to douse the fire so Flash would be able to walk away and race again. Well, maybe not in that car.
I can't keep rods in it. Every time I step on it, it's over.
Thank God for the safety factors built into this automobile. At least we're talking.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm getting sick of this deal. I tell you, I got to do something quick.
Going to Talladega because you can go really fast. Unless you're doing that. It's actually amazing looking at that, how few cars were involved in the incident. Relatively speaking. And I thought a cat always landed on its feet. Nothing like running behind a car, sponsored by Band-Aid. We'd like like to take this moment to thank all of the manufacturers of the race cars, the swamp buggies, the safety equipment, the helmets, the fire gear that all these drivers wear, and to the associations that make the rules and enforce them, and to the men and women of the safety units that work at racetracks big and small all over the country. Because of their help, drivers are able to walk away no matter how extreme the incident may be. This has been a production of Diamond P Sports.
If you've enjoyed this tape, be sure to look for the other editions of And They Walked Away Extreme. They, too, are filled with the thrilling action of the top drivers pushing themselves and their machines to the limit. For more information or a catalog of all of Diamond P's exciting motorsports videos, please call 1-800-421-0725. That's 1-800-421-0725.